Welcome to ALMAZ. Today, we explore the Stone Vale House, an architectural masterpiece nestled in a private estate overlooking a valley of preserved wetlands and distant hills. This home was designed not just to reside within nature, but to emerge from it, like a carved relic of the earth itself. Inspired by monolithic stone forms and sculptural architecture, the Stone Vale House invites us to experience spatial poetry where the rugged exterior meets warm, contemplative interiors. A true sanctuary for modern life, this house is both shelter and sculpture, a vessel of light, stone, and soul. Perched on a slightly sloped plot facing north, the home takes full advantage of the landscape. The site is cradled by indigenous vegetation, mature trees, and a natural stream running along the east side. The architects responded to the natural context by grounding the home in the topography while lifting parts of it gently above ground to preserve the ecology. Instead of imposing on nature, the house seems like it has always belonged here. Every design decision was made with sensitivity to light direction, breeze paths, and the preservation of flora and fauna. The concept of the Stone Vale House is rooted in duality, permanence and softness, mass and light. From the outside, it presents a strong, protective shell made from textured stone and off-form concrete. But once inside, you're welcomed into a delicate interplay of open, light-filled spaces, oak surfaces, and smooth finishes. Like a stone that's been hollowed out by time and water, the home was conceived as a monolith delicately carved from within, unveiling an interior world of warmth, peace, and tactile beauty. Only four materials define the essence of the house: local granite stone, exposed concrete, whitewashed oak, and burnished brass. These elements are repeated throughout, creating a tactile continuity. The rugged facade, laid in hand-laid stone, is purposefully raw, while the interiors are lined with soft oak, detailed brass hardware, and minimalist white walls. Every material was selected for its authenticity, its aging process, and its contribution to the home's timeless atmosphere. Visitors are welcomed through a discreet Corten steel pivot gate that leads to a forecourt of gravel and olive trees. There is no loud announcement, only the quiet elegance of approach. The entry is sunken, with a heavy stone portal that leads into a compressed foyer, intentionally dark and intimate. As you step through, the house opens up suddenly to a panoramic view of the valley, an architectural moment designed to awaken the senses. The journey from compression to openness sets the tone for the rest of the home. Stonevale House is organized across 3 gently terraced levels. The top level is the realm of rest and retreat. The middle is dedicated to daily family life and social living. The lowest level embraces leisure and connection to the outdoors. Circulation flows along a central spine, punctuated by light wells and landscape pockets. The design ensures that each level has its own identity while maintaining harmony across the home. Every space, no matter its function, receives daylight and frames views of the surrounding landscape. The main living area is a double-volume space enclosed by full-height glass sliding doors and a raw concrete ceiling. A floating oak staircase wraps around the perimeter, while a large stone fireplace anchors the north wall. The interior blurs the boundary between indoor and outdoor with operable glass panels and a continuous limestone floor that extends to the terrace. Light pours in from skylights above, creating ever-shifting patterns throughout the day. This space is not just functional, it's a living canvas of sun, shadow, and stone. The dining area sits adjacent to the living space, connected by a shed oak platform that gently rises to define it. A custom brass chandelier hovers above the long marble table, reflecting warm tones into the room. The open-plan kitchen is sculptural in its simplicity, with seamless oak cabinetry, a stone island, and brass fixtures that catch the morning light. Integrated appliances and concealed storage ensure that the space remains calm, uncluttered, and elegant, designed for both intimate family meals and entertaining guests. To ensure cross-ventilation and natural light throughout the home, several indoor courtyards are strategically placed within the structure. These courtyards are planted with ferns, mosses, and olive trees, adding texture and scent to the interior experience. More than just aesthetic features, they also serve to bring nature into the heart of the home. Glass bridges connect spaces across these pockets, making each movement through the house an encounter with greenery and air. At the rear of the house, the lanai offers shaded outdoor living beneath a floating concrete canopy. A built-in stone bench, a minimalist fire pit, and a shallow water feature create a serene setting for relaxation. Whether it's sunrise coffee or evening gatherings, the lanai is a constant invitation to be outdoors. The transition from interior to lanai is seamless. No threshold, just a sense of flow. Here, architecture fades, and the landscape becomes the living room. Descending to the basement, the tone shifts to cozy and enclosed. This level features a home cinema with velvet walls, tiered seating, and soft indirect lighting for full immersion. A secondary lounge area, affectionately called the cave, uses natural granite walls and timber panels to create a snug atmosphere. Designed for winter nights, movie marathons, or quiet reading, this space stands in dramatic contrast to the open volumes above. On the west wing, two children's bedrooms reflect personality and playfulness without breaking the home's material language. Each room includes a lofted sleeping zone, a private study area, and a small balcony. Ensuite bathrooms are simple but thoughtfully designed with mosaic tiles and natural light shafts. A shade lounge between the rooms encourages interaction and togetherness, while maintaining enough separation for personal space and quiet moments. Tucked beneath the lanai, the home office offers a dedicated workspace surrounded by green. Glass walls face the garden, allowing uninterrupted views of the outdoor sculpture and wild landscape beyond. Inside, a long stone desk, oak shelves, and sound-absorbing materials make it a peaceful retreat for focused work. Whether used for creative thinking or daily admin, the office balances professional utility with natural serenity. One of the home's most unexpected luxuries is its indoor pool pavilion. Sunken into the lower level and flanked by sliding glass, the pool space feels like a modern bathhouse. Limestone walls, bronze accents, and ripple reflections create a meditative atmosphere. Adjacent to the pool is a small sauna and a rainwater-fed plunge pool. Wellness isn't treated as a luxury here, it's a part of the daily rhythm. Lighting plays a critical role in shaping the home's atmosphere. During the day, the architecture relies on natural light, carefully choreographed through skylights, clerestories, and light wells. At night, custom lighting, including linear LED details and handmade bronze sconces, takes over. Light here is not just for function, it's part of the sensory narrative. It draws the eye, defines form, and invites emotion. Every piece of furniture was custom selected or designed to reflect the house's architectural language. Low-profile sofas, stone coffee tables, and hand-woven rugs form the palette. The art is sparse but powerful, monochromatic prints, raw ceramic pieces, and bronze sculptures placed in conversation with the house itself. Nothing distracts, everything complements. The interiors are never about showing off, but about breathing in peace and form. The landscaping reinforces the home's values of restraint and respect. Indigenous grasses, moss paths, and natural boulders form the outdoor terrain. No manicured lawns or exotic plants, only what belongs. A rainwater harvesting system and passive cooling ensure minimal environmental impact. The architecture doesn't just sit in the landscape, it listens to it, responds to it, and in time, becomes one with it. Stonevale House may appear quiet and timeless, but beneath the surface lies a host of sustainable innovations: greywater recycling, solar integration, low-E glazing, and a geothermal cooling system. The design team was committed to not only aesthetic excellence but environmental responsibility. The house performs as well as it looks, an investment in beauty and longevity. What sets this home apart isn't just how it looks, it's how it feels. Cool stone underfoot, the gentle texture of oak walls, the sound of trickling water, the fragrance of ferns, the warmth of afternoon sun on a brass handle. These are the sensations that define the Stonevale House. It's a home made not just for eyes, but for the entire human experience. Throughout the home are unexpected details: a hidden reading nook behind a bookcase, a skylight that frames the full moon, a bronze wind chime that sings with the afternoon breeze. These moments weren't required, but they were lovingly added. Because true design is in the details, and the best homes don't just shelter us, they surprise us. Stone Vale House was built not just as a work of architecture, but as a vessel for daily life. Every space, every choice, supports the rituals of its occupants: quiet mornings, lively gatherings, solitary creativity, and restful evenings. This home enhances life without overwhelming it. It is a reminder that luxury isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's the quiet presence of something made with care. This house will age gracefully. The stone will darken, the oak will soften, the brass will patina, and through it all, the home will grow richer, more rooted in place and time. It was built not just for now, but for generations. A legacy of thoughtfulness, integrity, and love for craft. A reminder that architecture can be timeless without being cold, bold without being boastful. As we conclude our journey through the Stone Vale House, we are left with more than just admiration. We feel calm, grounded, and inspired. This is more than a house. It's a sanctuary, a sculpture, and a living organism. It invites us to rethink what home means. Thank you for joining us on ALMAZ. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of soulful architecture that shape the way we live.